Greetings, this is Friene Riamentra, and I welcome you to my recap of Critical Role's 105th episode of Campaign 3, Saga of the Bells Hells. As usual, we'll start with their first ad, because as I said before, misery loves company. You suffer with me.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Critical Role, where a bunch of us dirty, a bunch of us dirty ass
Keep it!
Wow.
Taylor, keep it!
Playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Dirty ass dragons. More spin the bottle.
I'm surprised it took this long. Wow. How do you know your CPU's close to full? Before we jump into our dirty ass night of roleplay, we do have some announcements to get through, beginning with our sponsor for the night, NordVPN, with our next installment of the Nordverse, The Reverse. And now that Sam's back, he wrote this one.
That's right.
Oh,
when
no.
we last left our heroines, Kryptonic Override and Gale 469, they had rendezvoused with Madam President to take down a super serious threat to the Nordverse. Let's see what their plan is.
Madam President, we're gonna need to do a Control-Alt-Delete reset of the entire global internet. Think you can give me UN approval?
Already done. Locked and load.
Okay, shutting down the Giganet in 5, 4, 3. Wait, you have an accent.
Hey everybody, it's me, Sally! Simmy, Sal!
What?
Sally! Your favorite eSIM sidekick!
Wait, what? Sam, what is this?
Sorry. NordVPN has this awesome new eSIM product called Sally. It's true. If you've ever been abroad or needed internet connection with no Wi-Fi in sight, you need Sally.
And eSIM provides an internet connection wherever you travel and saves you money on roaming fees. And it's
Small confession. I kind of skipped the first part because to save time. This is the first time I actually saw this.
brought to you by NordVPN, so you know it's great. Simmy, Sal!
That's cute. But Sam, since you left, we sort of took the Nordverse in a different direction.
Yeah. More badass, more girl boss, more serious.
Yeah, I'm the president now, so we don't really need, sidekicks.
Well, actually, the focus testing says otherwise. Sally tested great with kids age 4 to 7, tweens, even sportos, motorheads, wastoids, dweebies, dickheads. They all adore him.
How are we supposed to gleam a cube with this goofball around?
Again, gleaming the cube is out. The new catchphrase is...
Simmy, Sal!
No offense, but this guy is a chode.
Yeah, first class goober.
Oh no. Oh man, I'm so sorry, Sally.
Yeah, we didn't mean it. How can we make you feel better?
I don't know. You could grab the exclusive NordVPN deal at nordvpn.com/criticalrole and get 4 extra months and up to 20 gigabytes of Sally. Try it risk-free now with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Simmy, Sal!
Simmy, Sal! Mad hack to you.
I hate it.
I need a shower!
How'd it feel to go full Scrappy?
No.
Never go full Sam.
That is.
Nice Bueller, too. Well done.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
That is the new paralysis demon.
No.
Travis.
Okay, and after a few more announcements and stuff, which I won't go, since there's not much calling it, I'm skipping. And quite frankly, I don't have a sponsorship, so.
And welcome back. So last we left off,
Here's the
Bell's
recap.
Hells. Recently returning to Exandria to find, from the ruins of Aor, to find that the western encampment in the Hellcatch outside of Malleus Key had been overrun and destroyed. Fleeing to Vasselheim to catch up with Keyleth and the survivors of that incursion, they find that many of the movers and shakers of Exandria have been gathered to Vasselheim to discuss and decide what is to be done here in the rapidly approaching crux of Ludinus and the Vanguard's plan. As the impending, what seems to be some sort of an incursion or straight-up invasion of the Ruidus folk and the Weave Mind's armies here onto Exandria proper. You were present for a number of arguments, discussions here in the Platinum Sanctuary of Vasselheim, where you presented, upon prompting, the information that you had uncovered, both upon the moon and some of the other dangers, such as the information that Ludinus may have uncovered in the ruins of Aor. After stepping away for the evening, you were brought by Keyleth to the Birth Heart, one of the most holy places of the Wild Mother on the surface of the planet, where Orym had a true communion with one of the Pantheon, upon which was gifted a legendary enhancement to Seedling, the blade that carries his past and his hope. After an evening's rest and some weird games of spin the bottle, and a brief bout of oversleeping, you caught up to a handful of loose allies that wished to forge a plan to present to the forum of all of these gathered dignitaries, generals, and political leaders. In meeting with them, you presented the specifics of what you found, what your worries may be, the strengths of your knowledge, the strengths of your connection to Ludinus and his plan, and a plot was hatched. Not to fight through each barrier to get to him, but through the loophole of this singular portal you uncovered, a back door to the Red Moon of Ill Omen, to strike all 3 points at once. Thus, with this plan semi-forged and ready to be presented for approval to the rest of Exandria, you begin to exit the Trial Forge, at which point a familiar and strangely daydream-like psychic incursion takes Imogen's focus as she finds herself pushing through the red dust of her lifelong recurring nightmare, scattered past and reverse to the green, wind-tossed fields of the Talland Highlands, where in this vision her mother has come to her. Imogen. Are you okay?
I'm fine. How are you here right now?
I wanted to reach out and talk to you for a moment. Quickly, because I know you're likely in the middle of something, and I don't have much time myself. I'm doing my part here, slowing what I can on my front. I wanted to come to you because Ludinus has grown impatient since his return, and he's keeping me close. He's been watchful. He's been sending off the other Ruidus born, I believe.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't supposed to go. Sorry, he's watching her, he's sending a lot of Ruidus on different missions and stuff to help with his cause. Also, to avoid, perhaps to avoid collusions and against those who do not agree. We found that she gives a very important piece of information, though. He has sent a simulacrum off, one of the simulacrums, a copy of him, May of Snow, with the Star Lord, and another, as well as another team, to go treat with the Unseelie Court. They were his allies for quite a while, until the actual destruction of the key in the Feywild. DawnShield. Since then, they have not actually really contributed, so he's trying to regain their support. We learned that this will take place at what's called the Shrine of Gilded Gifts, in the located within the Amethyst Gold Sierras. He is keeping her. He's keeping her close for her aid, but also to make sure there's no betrayals. So she's limited in what she can do. We learned that the Weave Mind did in fact go to Xandria, and we're the ones to create the fortress. They terraformed and created the fortress on around the Bloody Bridge. Though they have now returned back to their citadel, or at least to Rudis. Me, they are getting closer. They have yet to reach the Odysseus excavations have yet to reach the hollow cage. And she's actually wondering how she's oh yes, that's what it is. He is pressuring her to he's pressuring Liliana though to basically connect to the ley lines and to create a site broadcast that can be felt all along the length of across Exandria, and to show the stored memories of the Factorum Malleus and the records of the gods' mission and of their perceived failings. She said if that happens, should she try to escape? She asked Imogen if she should try to escape or just go with it and actually go through his plan there. Imogen tells her, well, she wants her to can try to stall out as long as she can. Above all, she wants Liliana to be safe, to stay safe, and if need be, actually do go through it. Stay there for the biggest fight. It is here that the vision ends. She informs the rest of Belzhel's of the vision, and Fern remembers where she's heard about the gulch before. The Amethyst Gulch Sierras once held the Pravenir, or a Seelie community within the Feywilds.
Wait. I'm getting a download.
What is it?
A download?
Yeah. Kind of good.
Because of your history in the Fae and hearing stories from...
Oh. Sorry,
If anyone speaks Elvish here.
No, I do.
You speak Elvish?
Friend.
Please come inside. Please don't do that.
Pravianir essentially means the kaleidoscopic tapestry.
Ew, that's pretty.
just want to reiterate. Well, first off, I do not own nor am I associated with Critical Role, so before, just one reminder that, and also, that when I do, when I show clips from the episode, they are meant to be for comedic entertainment. For some of the humor is harder to convey through just retelling. We learned that there was a mass poisoning in the community, which causes it to be abandoned. However, the Amethyst Gulsier, or at least where the site of their community, is considered haunted now. It's near this. The Sierras are located near the Sable Cast grounds, where the Fae Malleus Key once stood.
Your dad's gonna be there.
I missed all of that because I was being negged.
Sorry.
Too bad.
Oh,
Well, I've already
no.
gone past it, so.
You suck and you lost us the lore.
No, it's,
So we sent the Sorrow Lord there to speak with the Unseelie.
Oh, here's something that they keep. No, I'll talk about this point at the end, but I have no for a point I want to make, but I'll make it at the end. Or no, actually, I'll make it now. Just so I don't forget. They could go and try and make any good points they want to convince us silly. They made a deal with you, the Changeling Paladin. They didn't complete it. They are probably wanted by. They are wanted by the Unseelie. They'll be wanted by the Unseelie right now. Like they probably have a bounty on their heads. They forget. They never remembered that they were supposed to retrieve the crown from. Retrieve and return the crown from Ira, but they never went through with that. So. And I feel like Matt hasn't forgotten, and he's just waiting to spring. And this might be a good time to spring, like. Anyway, let's see.
It was very tenuous. At least that's from what Mr. Windigoth was saying.
I was wondering what happened to him, by the way.
Oh, yeah, he's still on the moon, isn't he?
Maybe.
Should check
If
in.
we all look
Maybe
up
he's
at the
back
same
in
time, can we flash to Ira to see if we all do this at the same time?
can't really edit in the camera on this role
I
playing
just
game.
figured
Everybody
so.
look up. Everybody look up.
What is Ira doing?
Right now.
Maybe we can
Well-
have Max just put
Well, stay with for when you have the Bell's House animated series.
like a
Yeah.
a
Meanwhile,
cloud of him. Yeah.
I ran in a suit.
I mean, I could check in on it.
Actually, can we check in with Ira?
I could.
That's correct.
Yeah,
Well,
Delighted to tell Ira about the Nightmare King. Sorry, new kids. We've got this guy. He's not really a friend. We just sometimes work together, and they're kind of like I don't know, a hot spider? I don't know what else to say to it.
Yeah, when remembering that thing, it's good to remember that you have a new character.
Disco spider.
That's true. See, so the hot
I don't
spider,
wanna,
he
like-
has a really big, like, grudge, like a big beef with this Sorrow Lord guy.
Creepy Fae fellow.
AKA her dad.
Her dad. Oh, yes. So maybe, yes, that's actually not a bad idea. Maybe we could hit up Ira and be like, yo, your quarry.
Twice a millennia.
Huh?
I'm right twice a millennia. Yeah.
I mean, we'd have to see where he is so that we would be able to send a message to him, or else I could try to visit him.
You encountered him.
I believe I've met him, but the last time I met him, we just sort of
It was not
kicked
so great.
Yeah, we sort of
the
kicked
tower
his
came
ass,
down.
and then he disappeared.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
No.
But now you guys are friends.
Well, friends is
We
a.
like friends. It's good.
Strong.
No, it's not.
Yeah, and
Strange.
it's not, we're not friends.
He's fine.
We
Ish.
haven't slept with him yet. Have we slept with him yet?
Faye.
Just double
Hard to
check.
pin down.
Trust him enough to maybe
He's helped
treat him
us.
as an ally.
He's pretty
He's helped us. In
Also, fuck all the ideas are popping. Woo! If we send, if we give the Platinum Sanctuary authority to go after like the Shrine of the Gilded Gifts, and they
Roll a D100
fuck
right
shit
now.
up over there.
Wait, Platinum.
Ah! No.
You would have a heart attack right now from that.
I'm okay. Oh, it was pretty close. A lot of zeros on those dice.
Bills.
If maybe your mom's looking for a way out. Like if she's telling you, like, I'm gonna go do this thing, but if you send somebody to stop me, then she doesn't have to complete it, and she can be, none the wiser or feign ignorance.
With the channeling of the thing at
Yeah,
the
if
Nexus?
she's going to Aor to use the
She's not
thing,
going to Aor.
or whatever ley line nexus they were talking about, it's got to be something from that
Did
place.
she say which ley line Nexus?
Nope.
Well,
Did she?
Well,
She did not.
well,
No.
though, hang on, because
The big one.
The big one, yeah.
the big one.
The bloody
Lazarus?
bridge.
Yeah,
That's
it's got to
it.
be the
It's-
bloody bridge, right? Because we know that it's converging,
It
right?
could be. There are multiple nexuses across Xandria.
Whitestone.
When like the ley lines
Isn't
shift
there
during the
one
solstice.
right over the city we're
There's
in?
one right over Vasselheim. There's a number. There's one of them over the.
Does Whitestone has one or no?
Marquette has one, right?
I think Marquette has one.
Marquette has one. I mean, there are a number of them. There's one.
Okay.
There's one over the Dreamoth Ravine after the split, Team Isilra ended up appearing underneath.
Yeah, I thought Whitestone didn't have one.
No, right. No.
No, sorry, that. One thing they do agree, is that could help is if they tell the Unseelie what he's been doing to fail along with. He's been using the quintessential right to absorb many power creatures, including many. I think a lot of ones we've been hearing were Fae. I doubt all of them were Seelie, so it may get at least distrusted of them. Not sure if it'll completely turn them against him. Especially since, as I said before, they frickin' have an unfulfilled pact with the Unseelie. Anyway, another thing that they talked about is if he does get the help of the Unseelie, perhaps they should try to gain an alliance with the Seelie to at least keep them checked on that front. After they keep talking a little more, but then they head back to the sanctuary. Dorian gets inspired by Brea, so in case he needs it.
What you said about your family, I believe in you strongly.
Oh, Well.
My faith is in you, and I will give you inspiration.
Oh.
What you said about your family last night was very touching.
Thank you.
Oh, there's a long arm.
My finger.
Certainly.
It's a big finger.
Don't underestimate me.
Please, God.
What is your inspiration?
I think that the do not shares, right? The things that we do not want to tell are
Secret
our
entrance?
secret entrance, our back door, and open your back door, baby. And then that your mom is
Dishing out.
Secret entrance, secret back door.
the back door and your mom.
But if we tell them this information about,
How do you know?
they will press us for how we know, and we about your mother.
And we'll just have to say, look,
Trust us.
we can't give it up, or they could be in danger, and we would lose our.
Can't give up
Jeopardize the
sources.
source.
Yeah.
Aren't there,
That's the mission.
aren't there many powerful people in this room? Don't they have means of making us tell the
I'll
truth?
be in there.
Yes.
You're right.
I'm gonna cast on all of us telepathic bond before we go in there,
Nice.
so that if we're freaking out, we can talk to each
Are
other.
we in like the hallway outside, or are we in there with lots of hubbub happening?
You're inside. You're not like fully in the chamber yet. Everyone's kind of just scattered and talking. It is very crowded in this kind of entryway. The main like open, more or less like large foyer kind of entryway with like the high pillars, the massive high ceiling that sits 60, 70 feet above you, with beautiful architecture and platinum carved reliefs that show like shapes and designs that seem to be reminiscent of bits of history or iconography that tells facets of the tenets of the Platinum Dragon. It's beautiful above, and it is very crowded. It's like a Comic-Con show floor in here almost, as you're kind of pushing into it.
Yeah, no,
It smells a little better.
If I hop up the side of a column to get a view at the entire crowd and take a minute to scan, does Orem see anyone that we would be unhappy to see here?
Make a perception check.
Reroll the one. Dang it. That is a 25.
25. As far as new figures here, you don't see anybody that catches you off guard, unexpected, or sets you on edge. Make a history check as well, if you don't mind.
That's a natural 20 for a total of 32.
Good.
Holy.
What is that? That's a pie.
Oh shit. That's a pie.
Okay.
That is the whole pie.
So it is.
Huh.
Now I want pie. I know.
Okay.
Oh.
Reading is fundamental.
A whisper. Tell us about that cardigan.
It's really soft.
It feels good.
Is it embroidered on the front?
It is. It's embroidered with the Whitestone logo.
Is it drapey?
It's drapey
Does it have
and
pockets?
classy.
You know
I
what?
didn't
It doesn't
look
have
for-
pockets.
I don't
It
think
doesn't
so.
have
It's
pockets.
just-
But it would ruin the line. That's why we didn't do it. It's so like sleek.
You wear the
There's a
pocket.
reason.
The pockets are either in the chinos that you're wearing, or you have a nice vest with a small pocket.
Look great with a pair of jeans. This looks like vests that I've seen Liam wear
I'm going to wear the shit out of that cardigan.
Yeah, no, that's. Oh shit.
in that card.
I'm gonna walk around with a bubble pipe.
Maddie, as the room starts to settle, I'll take out the monocle of True Essence and just affix it so that I look super noble, and I'll also cast See Invisibility so I can just see what's happening up in this bitch. Dragons walking around, not on my dime.
We have telepathic
Okay.
bond. We have telepathic bond. We can all communicate without saying anything out loud.
Wait, are you just telepathy's working with everybody?
All of us.
I'm gonna think at Chet then.
Great.
What the?
You look like the Monopoly guy just rolled out of
I
bed.
wish I had a cane.
Wait, is someone going to be doing the talking here?
Give us a logical than I realize.
Before we go in, I'm going to just pull Fern aside and say, just so the air is clear before we go in there and risk our... I just wanted to tell you, I had no idea you were spoken for. I wouldn't have been flirty with you if I had known that you were already with someone.
Well.
I'm sorry.
Well, no.
I don't want to dishonor you like
No. That wouldn't do. That doesn't dishonor me.
But you're clearly coupled up in a long-term relationship, and I don't want to sully that.
As you hold your tongue.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna stop playing with it. Listen.
I noticed that you were canoodling, so I just.
Yes, but I can canoodle who I want to canoodle with.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I haven't made any decisions yet. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's the end of the world. I don't want to like put all my. It feels like it's the end of the world. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. Maybe I'll put my eggs in all the baskets.
Does he know this?
Probably. Knowing you, you will.
I have a feeling that they probably know that I'm a free bird. You know, I'm a freewheeling.
They probably know.
Yeah, but maybe a
In my
conversation.
experience, it's best to be upfront with these things.
Absolutely. Listen.
No lies.
I think they're great, and I don't know what I want.
Do you
I don't know what I
want me
want.
to talk to them about it?
No. Well, what would you say?
Just figure out. Just ask them what their take on the situation is. What do you guys think? What do you think your status is? That sort of thing. And then I could
just
tell
to
you.
see what they're thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because I don't know. I don't know if this is just like, hey, this is an end of the world hookup, or like I really actually like you. I don't know what I want, and I'm still figuring that out. I think they're fantastic. I think everybody's fantastic in this group. If anybody, I don't know. I don't know what I want. I don't want to be tied down. It makes me a little nervous.
Okay.
What's your deal?
What do you mean?
I'm not proposing anything. I'm just asking since you're asking me.
What do you mean? What's my deal?
Like, are you with anybody?
Wow.
I'm not asking for myself. I'm asking for in general.
For
just
someone
to know.
else? Did someone else say something?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, who was it? Was
I
it
don't know.
the little warrior? Because he is fine.
Right? Yeah, Little
maybe I know
Warrior's
it.
really something. Little Warrior's great. Listen. You don't need to be so serious.
I don't.
It's just.
I don't trot because I'm a cow, but if I did, I would be hot to trot. I'm looking. I don't know if that was apparent, but I'm.
Is there anything in
I'm
particular
looking.
that you're looking for? You'll know it when you see it.
I mean,
Because I have
not
a
to be too
feeling-
forward, but you check a lot of boxes.
Oh boy.
Oh, I mean, I know. Listen. I think you should feel it out with Ashton and maybe see what their vibe is, you know?
For me or for you?
Wow, is that a reader?
Sure.
Oh.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know. Listen, do what you want, live your life. Probably not that much time left. That's the way I see it. And anyway,
I flustered
let's
you.
go to the moon. You did. I'm flustered.
About
inside.
this time, the crowd
Okay.
is now circling into the forum chamber. I hope you've taken this time.
Okay, Orm does a perception check and sees someone who looks a lot like Dorian.
He always favored Mother. I always favored him. All right.
Keep your eyes peeled. He's got to be in here somewhere.
No, surely not. All right, I'll shake it off.
Okay.
Did you just turn lavender? Is everything okay? Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah. I don't think this changes anything.
I couldn't hear any of that, so I just
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay.
That was private.
Yeah, we can have
with this, right?
little smaller conversations.
DM.
All right.
Okay.
And entering the chamber itself and using now under the effects of seeing invisibility, Chutney spots like above them in the concave caves above 6 massive, finely crafted platinum golems there. And hidden within an illusion on top on the ceilings, grasping handholds that seem specifically there for this entity's the silver dragon we saw yesterday.
Well safeguarded considering at the moment, and also don't do anything stupid.
Comms check. Radio alert. Ah, there are invisible golems. I count 6. Repeat, 6 golems up on the support pillars. They are fucking massive. Their hands are bigger than me. Plus, if y'all remember that beastie, that shiny-ass dragon that was on top of the place, he's on the underside of the roof. Just perched, invisible.
Don't look.
Don't look.
I can't help myself. And I cast see invisibility as well.
Calm your breathing.
As you glance up and start getting like your breath starts quickening, you glance up and see the dragon, and the dragon, whose like head is tucked in, just goes and seems to meet your gaze for just a second.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit pee-pee. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
How are you doing, Dorian?
I'm just fine. What a wonderful event.
I concur.
I hope everything goes well.
Me too.
As everyone begins to set into place, many of
they look around. They see those who they saw yesterday. Also, they see the fire speaker, Sir Konos, leader of the Fire Shari. As everyone says, Allura, Vex, Earthquake Broom, and the Bright Queen take stage and explain what the plan they have. At one point, High Bear, in order to make sure that everyone there can be trusted, decided to ask some questions, make sure everyone there can be trusted with what such as could be their final plan. High Bear board asked the silver dragon up top. That a Thun dash in. You can read it right there, or just look at the wiki. And from the dragon cast a zone of truth. They all they all start regular rolls, and we get perseverance till we finally get to Brace, who barely succeeds the save against it with a 20. I think he and Bray, besides him, Dorian is the only other one who succeeds in the save. From what they can gather, this might be like one of the prime guardians of the sanctuary. It's mildly worshipped. It's in its own right. It is an ancient dragon. Which means there's 2 ancient metallic dragons in the room now. Jamon.
Note your status should a deception decide to want to rear itself.
This is not one of the dragons that in from Downfall, right? Just double checking. I know it's a big mess. Yeah, it's jumbling in my head.
Not. Bolo.
I would love to
It
just be
is
like,
not-
I
it
saw
is
your
not
film,
Bolo.
you were great.
I lived.
But,
I don't know.
but because that vision is still fresh in your mind, there is a moment where you have to kind of reconcile the differences and ensure that is the
Yeah,
case.
having a moment.
Wants to be a
Okay, they continue on with talking of the plan, specifically who the three main targets are. Ozo and the Maski, the Weavine, and and Ludus himself at the excavation site. The Hollow Cage excavation. They announced that they are sending Vox Machina to deal with the key.
There's a bit of murmuring and whispering, and there's a little bit of like a chuckle to the crowd, and a couple of folks that kind of like, what? And she goes, "We once stopped a god and saved this city. We can destroy a ruddy tower." Everyone shuts up.
And that they also announced that the Mighty Nine will go against the Weavine. There's also some there is objections to eat or people have concerns with each group being sent.
There's a bit of reticence in the chamber, and you hear a voice in the back go, "I've never heard of this Mighty Nine." Yeah. Yes, we have no assurance they're capable of this. What assurances can you give us? The Bright Queen steps into the center of the chamber, and you watch as the voices get quiet and whispers kind of echo throughout the chamber. As she steps forward, you can see her long cape of lavender chainmail kind of scrapes across the marble ground, giving this sound of soft, distant rainfall as she takes the middle. She takes out her staff and slams it on the ground, and the dodecahedron shape at the top of her staff alights brightly. I know and have met, worked, and put my trust within this Mighty Nine myself. I can lend my experience and trust behind the words of Alora Vaisorin. The Kryn dynasty of Jorhas also seconds this recommendation. And we implore all of you present to do the same.
I say we let him go. Please tell me that's Jester in the crowd.
The light in the room shifts a bit, and then eventually dark.
And finally, they announced that the Mighty Nine will be the team to go to try to stop the excavation into the hollowed cage.
Xandria's leadership present await your words.
Time is short.
And so am I.
I was trying to hold it in.
There's a lot of halflings in this room, you guys. Be careful. Time is short.
Okay, some are openly questioning the loyalty, like with the missions, like whether or not they are actually loyal at this point. Especially with more of their history coming to light.
and as such, our faith and powers, the very core of our civilization, sits in your hands. Whom do you say your prayers to before you sleep at night?
I pull out forward. You go.
Oh, genius.
Unaffected.
How fitting that we stand in the Platinum Sanctuary, the holiest of places that I've devoted my life to. It is the tenets of the Platinum Dragon include standing as a paragon of honor and justice, fighting for the righteous, stepping up for the weak. These are the ideals that Bell's Hells wears proudly on our breast.
Get up, Regal.
Yeah.
I have traveled and known these fellows for many months. And in that time, I have realized that it's not just our hatred of lewdness that binds us together, but it's our individual strengths that sets us apart. We have among us the power of a titan. We have the knowledge of the Ruidus-born. We have ones who are dedicated to family. We have one who has command over the dead itself. And we have a guy who makes chairs. We also have been smiled upon by the prime deities themselves. Why, even last night, our smallest warrior was visited.
I pull out seedling like the sword of fucking omens over my head and let vines travel up my arm and up the blade and then press it down into the steps below me. He speaks true. The Wild Mother has blessed us here in this very city. The gods are watching. Take heed.
As you say, the gods are watching. The golden gems that have since appeared upon the hilt give off a golden light around you, casting your shadow long against the marble. And the whole room, you could hear the kind of the awe around. The High Bearer Vord stands up. Well, first I'll make a persuasion check on that.
Persuasion or deception?
Maybe deception.
Well, here's the thing. You didn't speak any untruths in that necessarily.
Well, except for the months.
Except for the months.
You know what?
He was traveling for
It
months.
doesn't matter. They're both the same number.
Okay. Come on.
Give us some truth.
Oh, terrible.
What is it? What is it?
You inspired me, right?
Yes. Did not.
Did inspire you. I'm sorry, but bad part.
What was it?
good. I rolled a 2
Okay.
plus 14.
Oh.
16.
16. Let me just check my spells.
I'm so sorry.
Where'd you pull off that Cotton Dragon shit?
He wasn't.
He was. That was his fake. That was his fake
Okay.
backstory.
Let me just check
He
my.
has guidance, but that would be visible.
Yeah. No, that's
If I did a gift of gab, could I re-roll?
Gift of Gab?
Ooh.
I think that allows you to take back
Every time I
word stuff, and you've been talking quite a bit.
It looks, Todd. It's there, isn't it?
Yeah, because you're doing this all the time.
Mother.
It's within 5 feet of you.
Oh,
Unfortunately, everyone's within hundreds of feet of you and further in 5 feet. So,
Speak up! Can you speak up? What?
Hear you!
all right. So,
Microphone!
so,
16.
At that point, Hyper gets his attention and tries to want to know more about this seemingly worshiper of them who's going to be part of worshiper of the Platinum Dragon, who seemingly is part of the tip of the spear.
Do I know what the fuck that means?
make a religion.
He basically asks, like, which saint do you follow in the light of? Basically, which saint do you try to base your deeds off of?
What's the Platinum Dragon's mother's name?
Okay.
What street did they grow up on?
That's 22.
22. Yeah, you know a number of saints. You studied here. Make one up.
Oh.
You just get to make up a...
Uh-huh. A number of
This is going in
saints.
textbooks later on, so
Sure,
make it
sure it
good.
is. Sure it is.
Juniper, the wine.
I like it. There have been so many saints, so many devout in our hallowed history that have made a lasting impression in my heart. But the one that stands out to me was the fallen saint. Saint Graham. Saint Graham, who, as we all know, fell from the path, strayed from his worship of the Platinum Dragon, and for many years was cast away until, at the very end of his life, he realized his mistake and came back to the church, to the temple, and dedicated the rest of his days to helping those who needed just a little bit of guidance to the righteous path. Those who had fallen, like he had, into the depths of despair and darkness. I feel like there are many on Ruidus and among us here on Exandria who have chosen the wrong path, but perhaps we can guide them back to the path of the righteous.
The High Bear is nodding, and as you're
With your bow.
In your head, change your face.
Move.
Change your face.
as you were speaking, the High Bear is.
And after doing a check of stuff, he kind of narrows his eyes, and at this point, that the High Bearer seems to be suspicious. Becomes suspicious of him.
At which point, the High Hierophant of Fira says, and as. My God.
That's not even from tonight or this room.
As we've seen, our great mother is with us.
And she is persevering and stuff. However, she has great doubt considering having one tied to the undeath, such as Laudna. When they introduced her, they referred to her as one who commands undead, who commands the dead, which is seen as very bad in natural order. And she.
Face your face. Persuasion.
Yes.
Natural 20.
No.
That was
Motherfucker.
that'd be good for you to roll that. Yeah.
Noise.
I, for one, want to hear what the dry cadaver has to say.
Let its dusty voice be heard.
As you say this, three figures stand from the side that were.
They said that she may have some, but she's used it for good and stuff, basically, and how even for all to know, they have to have a little darkness of them to get stuff. General gist, and this is collaborated by the the Dust Maidens. Then another one of the other questions about primordial, and it sounds like these were ancient enemies of the gods.
Yeah. Okay. So technically, that would be. I guess that's just my intimidation roll because that's strength based.
Now, I would say because you stepped up with.
Yeah. Okay. So.
And Ashton basically tells him to. Oh yes, I said, but I with this stuff. I do. It said even though he doesn't serve the gods and stuff, who he serves are the little people, the downtrodden. As he says, the dirt beneath his feet. It tries to say that he may not be for God, but he's for the ones that the gods protect.
Technically, that would be. I guess that's just my intimidation roll because that's strength based.
Now.
Oh, he's letting him do this roll with major persuasion with this, but using strength instead of charisma because like strength of will and presence.
I would say because you stepped up with him, is there a way you would like to aid this in this conversation? Knowing how challenged Ashton can be in public speaking arrangements?
I just pull my tits out.
Well, I'll buy that.
Just panic.
Just one of them and lean right. One of them and lean right. They'll miss the whole thing. It'll be great.
We're at death's door all the time. Just,
quick, spin the ball.
Just leave it.
Yeah.
Just leave it.
Things are looking up.
I'll just say, I too have a shard of a titan.
Oh, at that point they show their powers and stuff and transform it into their primal forms, of fire and earth. Ashton even uses an acceleration waves on some, as he said, more interesting members of the crowd.
You recognize as Galfeed of the Ember Vigil. The Mage of the Stratos Thrones is. And the Chairmaker. And this well-dressed lad. What do you offer this strange, motley crew?
That's you, well-dressed guy.
He's looking right at you.
Oh, I just heard chairmaker and sort of blanked out.
I just figured beauty before age, but I can take it.
Sorry, what was your question? I got a little... I just, when I get around a lot of people, I sort of start to... My core character trait.
Make a perception check.
Perception?
Yeah.
It's math class. Calculus. Calculus.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Buddy.
Your reaction, what is it?
Of 3.
3. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're
I'm
just flustered
blinded
by
by
all
my
this.
own tears.
Yeah.
They're in triplicate.
In your head.
During opening limits, he does not know what he brings. However, as this happens, in the back of he has this tune that she's always heard but can't quite remember where it's from. As going on. He remembers that it was a tune sung by his mother, so he starts telling Moana and inadvertently casts Gringer's Seed. And summons Coriolis? Yes? Coriolis. The Great Equine Dragon. Dragon size there. Stunning everyone, including him. This is something that's a part of a family legend.
Desires to make a difference. I know. Pet the steed on its head. Slap it on its tail. Whew. It leaves the chamber.
Orem totally blue screens.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Okay, let's
And
see.
I will give you advantage on that for conjuring a fucking
Yeah.
equine dragon from your familial history.
Spread your
Advantage for poetry.
Oh, advantage. Okay. First one was better.
You also have
Inspiration.
Okay. 26. 29.
Sir Konos, who was looking at you intently, at first it felt like through you, but instead was just pushing you, relents and smiles, and sits back in the crowd.
And Chet offer after making jokes about his cousin. Well, he said what he offers is experience, for he has lived many lives, seen many things. Like he's older than the Taldori Republic. Well, the Taldori he's older than Taldori. Was there founding? He also offers his he also offers him and the courage because that he has facing this stuff. And also,
as I draw a tiny, sexy breath.
I'm so glad that.
So you ask what I give? Craftsmanship of which you can hardly imagine, man or creature. And I turn into a wolf.
Wait, you can do that?
I could do it, but it just feels like a gross display of power, and it's not as cool as those two. I mean, fuck.
Have you been? I was kind of hoping you were wearing the bloody bib through all this too. Just like
I had to
trail
get rid of it.
that's
Yeah,
right.
I'm wearing my PJs. I'm sorry, that's more information than you asked for, but you're in good hands. And also, if I may, all the information that you have up to this point, all of these details, it's because of these faces, the risk that they endured, and the ones that we've lost. We've succeeded for you up to this point. Let us succeed for you more.
Make a persuasion check.
Let's fucking
Let's go, Chairman. Let's go, Chairman Poc-O-Pea.
Modifier 0, modifier 0. 12.
But it was so good. It was so good.
No, it was great.
You should have looked up from your whittling.
He's so good with that. And they do manage to alleviate the most of theirs, but then something.
Lend bells hells your trust and faith. Lady Fern Calloway, Fae Scion of the Ancient Flame. Laudna, Veil Mistress of the Shadow Tree. Ashton the Reforged, Hammer of Paradox. Chetney Poc-O-Pea, High Hunter and Lupine Paragon. Dorian Storm, Master Muse and Son of the Wind. Imogen Timot, Exultant Hope of the Red Storm. Orem of the Arashari, Savior Blade of the Tempest, she says with a smile. And Breus Doomseed, Nascent Might of the Platinum's Call.
Okay. That's good. Not bad. Still truthful, too.
They have officially gotten their titles. These are what the titles that we remembered for.
Confirmation nods. The High Bearer stands from their throne perch.
Sorry, folks. A little off camera. This overheard.
There are many plans to be made, and not much time. Perhaps there will be changes, alterations, adaptations.
However, for now they adjourn. And they said within 1 week, the mission will be launched. We may have just entered the final countdown.
Scattered, chaotic minds and people of Exandria have come together. And they've come together behind legends. They've come together behind history. They've come together behind you. As the room begins to break away and scatter a bit, people begin to come up and start shaking your hand, start asking questions, start inquiring in how they can better serve what you need in the days ahead. It's overwhelming and challenged at bits. A young, I say young compared to you, gnome with like a tan skin and a blonde pompadour, wearing the raiments of the platinum dragon, kind of steps aside and goes, Chetney? Chetney Poc-O-Pea?
Yes?
Waiting for this moment for so long. As we turn to you, looking through this crowd.
What?
As people...
Your ears are getting red.
As people are shaking your hands, a voice rings behind you to the right of your ear. Bronte?
Hello, Father. And I'll turn to meet what I assume is...
And there stands before you Zeru Wyvernwind, his salt and pepper long hair pulled back, his beautiful princely adornments, his clothing almost a regal echo to your battle vestments. His stern, if somewhat sad and surprised expression meets yours. And we're gonna go to break.
Oh! We warned for Dorian that Dorian's father is glad to see him, but there's a solemn error. We soon found why. He has already learned of the passing of Cyrus. Cyrus, he's trying to, so he's impressed with who he is. They talk about his mother is still at the Silken Squall, all managing affairs while they're gone. He does ask that Dorian return to the Squall, though. Not that he's that too. He said, Dorian is kind of says, I know you love me, stuff, but you never once trusted me. He's kind of. I don't think he actually ever says whether or not he does. He does say, that he's right now just a father who just lost a son, and he doesn't want to lose another, which is why he's asking him to return home. But ultimately, Dorian says he has to stay.
break away and try to.
I'm not far away. I have been mildly,
You take 2 steps, and he goes,
quietly listening in.
wait. Here. And he unbuckles the ceremonial blade at his side.
Papa.
Oh, mine, Papa.
Take this. It is the symbol of our family. And is sworn to protect our people for many generations. It will continue to protect us. And many more in your hands. And he holds out to you what you know to be Gamble Cleft, the Vortex Blade.
Oh, let's go, Gamble Cliff.
Okay.
This is the symbol of leadership within the Silken Squall community, and has bound within it an ancient wind spirit that gave itself to eternal protection over the people that you one day will inherit.
He who rides a dragon and is accompanied by a wind spirit.
It's actually...
Give me that thing.
Dang,
It's the
look at
sword
that.
that connects me to my wind spirit who lives in Canada.
No one's ever seen it.
No one's
but
ever
it's
seen her.
totally
She lives in
there.
the sword.
Wow.
Damn.
Holy smokes.
It is a beautiful, curved silver short sword that has engraved within it gold etchings and filigree all throughout. These beautiful runes that flow like wind, but within them, if you look closely, you can see language, magical runic language. Even just pulling it free from its sheath as you hold it, it's near weightless in your hand. In either hand.
Thank you. I assume this is on loan. And I look for a spot to clip it on my belt and don't have one because the Typhonus, the gambler's blade, is right here. And I unclip it and I go, here, a drunk old man who died while pissing gave this to me.
he takes it and goes,
It's pretty, right?
I will keep it safe.
It's decorative.
Are you sure?
I'll come back for it.
And he affixes it to his belt.
Here in the wind. All right.
Seeing the blade at your side.
Okay. Then we go over Chetney and this young gnome, who they're all excited to hear who this is. Like, they have their theories. I'm sure that you guys who have not watched it yet have it too. Probably the same theory.
I don't think I ever have the chance. I am such an admirer of your work. I have been following.
Yeah, they all thought it's gonna be. Yeah, how many of you, be honest in comments, how many thought he was gonna be Chetney's son?
For decades now, all of my furniture pieces I've collected over the years, distant collectors and various auction houses. I have been piecing together the interior of my abode based on pretty much only things that you've made. I've gathered toys and gifted them to children throughout the entire neighborhood here. You are a master.
I just reach out and hug him.
You still
This is all you wanted.
Okay, you did do it. Okay. All right. Damn.
I know. It's hard to keep your composure. I have interactions like this all the time.
I'm sure, yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Waylon, Scalebearer Waylon Amaretta. I've been one of the
As aides to the high bearer. Chetty eventually does agree to go and see his house and the collection.
Wow, I don't think you understand the scope of the majesty that you've been walking alongside this entire time, but there are dozens of us, Exandria-wide, who we send each other letters, we give updates,
There are more. There are more of you.
We're the Sea Poppers. We have a whole
all of this.
I've been working on a zine for the past few years.
Wait, is the Zone of Truth still up?
Yes.
See.
We can change it if you don't like it. I mean, you know, with your input, we could really kind of bolster the community. Can I tell them that we met?
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I know a painter. Can I get a painty? That's too much. I'm overreaching. I'm sorry. You're busy. You have a lot of time.
No, how long we have? A painting would be fine.
Sorry, him.
You know what? Because we're so busy, it would be better if you worked with my assistant to schedule these things. Imogen!
Oh, no.
Oh, there you are. This is Wayland. Wayland is a devotee.
Hi, Wayland. Absolute pleasure to meet you.
No. I know we get lots of inbounds from the Sea Poppers, but if you could move this one to the top of the
I
pile.
thought we weren't allowed to lie right now, Chet. In your head, you hear.
What's funny is at this point you've left and he's just crossed the threshold.
No, what have you done, Matt? What have you done?
If you could help me just arrange that in our time here, I'm sure Wayland would be most appreciative.
Sure, Wayland. I'll just send you a little message when we're gonna head over, all right?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I look forward to it.
You live here in-
Imogen?
I was in the same room as everyone else, you know. I'm exalted.
Oh, that was you!
What is my fucking title? I'm a hope of the Red Storm.
Of course, I am so sorry. Wow. I just...
No, but yeah,
very
we'll let you
focused.
know. I know, it's great. We'll let you know.
I'll talk to her. It's okay.
Oh, anyway, I got... Oh. Yes, hi, Bear. Pleasure.
Vord?
And Vord is stepping up.
Oh, dear. Yeah, Vord, he goes and talks to Breas, like saying he says he's kind of figured out that, you know, he's challenging Breas on him being a devotee of Black Dragon. At that point, Breas comes clean partially by telling him and tells him his backstory partially. By my wish, I mean he tells him that he was kicked out of things, but nothing after really that. He wisely omits like what happened after he left the sanctuary. But he also claims that he's seeking to return to the faith. So so he's trying to say he's like trying to return redemption. He's seeking redemption, and it helps that Pike's here to him. It reminds him how good a redemption is. You know, here. Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's cocked. Ooh. I can't read this new one.
That's an 18.
That's 18?
Yeah, it's an 18.
Okay.
I guess that ain't.
32.
Okay. At a DC 30. It's the fucking high bear! of the Platinum Sanctuary.
100%.
What do you think?
Uh-huh. 32.
Perhaps you are right.
Yeah. And even besides, like, if you're going to do it, you should have some proper raiments to, and armor and raiments to depict your devotion.
Reyes Doomseed. If you are to represent our great dragon, you need armor that truly bears their symbol. As they put their hand out and wipe the paint from the chest plate.
Oh, he sees what the symbol is, the real symbol.
As they turn around, you can see there are two scale-bearer aides that are approaching with a massive platinum chest.
Rough couple days, man.
You did. Let's go, bullshit king.
That's
I'll kill you
As the high bearer raises their hand and the chest is lifted open, you can see there, like it's a heavy weight on this, and as they open it up and inside, the light catches a beautiful, intricate set of silvered platinum plate mail. This is Truthbearer.
Oh shit!
Wow, you're getting called out.
The fabled plate of Uthor Vendrock. The silvered star, one of the kindest and most noble warriors of the Platinum Dragon. You should well be acquainted with their history. You roll a history check. Or history or religion, your call.
Is it part of the old religion?
Yeah.
Would he get advantage on that?
Bringer or truth bearer?
Well,
Truth bringer,
Truth bearer.
Yeah.
Okay. 23.
You very much know who this is. They live between, it's estimated they're like 500 to 575 PD.
Post-divergence.
They were like a cherished guardian of the downtrodden. They were a hero to those without light. They carved a legacy in like the annals of Exandrian history through their deeds and charity and heroism. When their soul finally passed into the Platinum Dragon's embrace, this armor was kept as a symbol of hope and protection within the sanctuary. May it protect you on your path to redemption. And they present the armor to you. The two, as the scale bearers begin to take it out and essentially help remove your armor and place it upon you in a sudden ceremony here on the steps as the high bearer just watches you the entire time.
I'll keep my eyes locked with theirs, and just try to take in the honor and the sanctity of the moment.
Heavy.
Oh shit.
Natural 20.
Oh.
I think they're trying to do
All the long papers.
Oh my gosh.
Uthor?
Holy shit.
Wait, why is it's more orange in color? Is it just because your printer ran out of ink?
Is it exalted?
No, it's because the printer here didn't have enough.
Why is your color strong?
This is, what is this color on Monopoly? That's,
That's right.
Marvin Gardens?
Marvin Gardens, I think, yeah.
Hey, Waylon!
Yeah.
I reach in the bag of holding and take out
He's like carrying part of the chest.
one of my small wooden coins that has C-pop.
I'm so sorry. Give me just a minute. And like runs off as the person's like having to carry most of the weight.
It'll be hard not to tell the others, but this is a limited run. Take care of it.
I will cherish it with my life.
I know.
Lorna kind of like glides over and it starts inserting herself into this conversation. Hi. Hello. I just, chat. I don't,
Yes.
I know we're so busy, but I feel like it would be a missed opportunity to not go and see his very elaborate abode. I personally want to see all of your fine works. Genuinely. I need this. I don't know if you need this, but I need this.
Well, if you insist. I've certainly seen them all before, but it can only make your life richer.
Sure, you're welcome to come along as well. Of course, as a friend of the master artisan.
Can we all go? Do you have snacks?
I.
Yeah, anyway. Oh, I put down. That's supposed to be Orm. Orm goes and actually speaks to Zeru, Wyvern Wind. And talk about Dorian. Talk about Dorian. He does promise to protect Dorian.
You as well.
And as I leave, I can't help but think, dang.
Also talks to him about gives girls for size.
Well, didn't fall far from the tree.
Stone Cold Fox.
Yeah.
Your dad's hot.
He's dead.
Yeah.
He's dad and he's daddy.
Yeah.
Your daddy is something.
And I probably, maybe I return.
Zero was a hellion when he was young.
Maybe I return when they're stapling Braze's new helmet on his head.
That's about right.
I've definitely just was quietly listening to the whole conversation with you. I was like doing the as best a giant person can turn their back.
Still really big.
Oh, I'm huge. I am not letting that go. Fuck no. You have no idea how good it feels. But that's a whole conversation we've never had.
Oh yeah, like he doesn't feel pain while he's
Yeah, I'm
pain of
just gonna kind of quietly bump into you as you're. I owe you an apology.
Oh. All right. For what?
Fucking zone of truth. Fuck it. When I met you, I thought you were a spoiled soft clown.
Well.
Holy shit.
And when you came back, I could see that little stone in your chest getting hard and mean. And I thought I'd be... Stay soft. We need it. We lost our soft. Thank you. I can't imagine how hard or weird that just was. This whole thing is kind of blowing. I like having the role model. Now I'm going to leave because this is getting bad. I don't like what this is doing to my head.
As he walks away, I go, "You did great."
Fuck you.
Keyless.
Kiki then talks to Imogen about, and they talk about how she feels about Liliana and her situation right now. Also reveals reveals to her the new info about the Luna seeking to renew his alliance with the Unseelie. Kiki does have to ask her if she truly trusts Liliana. Imogen says yes, but it'll become riskier to communicate as they get closer to the hollowed cage.
And she kind of chuckles for a second. Convince my old friends to go for one final leap into the fire.
You presented this plan to everyone without actually convincing them first.
Yeah, well, it's not the first time. If anything, it's very much
Yeah, that's right.
in our, as Purcell would say, bailiwick. So
I'm down to ground.
Percy says no.
Half of them are here in this room. Yeah. So the other half, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Babysitting.
Scalar will have FOMO.
But while I'm here, if there's anything I can do to help, anywhere you need to go, any preparation, healing, even just emotional guidance.
We do have a couple friends, Ashton and Fern. They're gonna be super exhausted after that display today.
All right.
I'm just in a chair, like mouth open.
Have you turned back or?
No.
Okay, you're on fire in a chair. Okay, cool.
I'm
It's not so
tired.
just magma coming out of your mouth.
Mariana Trench vent going claw.
All right. I can certainly help with that. I have a few conversations to get, but
It goes off, leaves, and not before growing a beautiful lilac flower with a touch of yellow within Imogen's own hair.
She's seen some shit.
you all watch as he runs and leaps off the stairs, hundreds of feet in the air over Vasselheim before turning into a hawk. And taking off into the
She's at it again!
No, not again.
Why did you do that?
She's just broken down.
I ran out of ideas. I don't know.
Really?
I misunderstood my environment.
Oh, that's a little thing.
Oh my god.
That would have loved to
That's so funny.
Respect the fuck out of that.
Scattering
Still
of
killed
red men.
Now they talk about where they should go next, like not like for the day, but like before the actual mission goes. Like they talk to maybe like try and get to do some plane shifting. One thing they talk maybe go to is on the outer planes to actually get direct a direct audience with the gods, with some of the gods. Also, they talk to perhaps going to the Feywild to maybe to stop that before they go on the big mission.
Oh, what do they mean? You know,
Or-
and
or
it's also
even like, oh,
it's also
fuck, you know.
hundreds and hundreds of people around you. Even with the 26,
I was looking at a different character.
What does that mean?
Don't worry about it.
game?
Don't worry
For
about
how
it.
long?
No, just for the last 5 minutes. So that was more like a 19.
19. Definitely
Yeah.
didn't pick up
Don't
anything.
worry about it.
Okay, don't worry. It was just a thing. I was like, I'm not stopping this right now. It's just like, no.
Much different modifier.
So I understand, like, tactically, what helping mom would figure. What would the boon tactically be for going to the Fey realm again? That I didn't quite pick up on. Like, how would that serve us?
Just to stop lewdness in some element of
my
his
guess
plan.
is that if Ludinus gets the unseelie cord on his side
Right.
this time around, that the attack on the Malleus Key is going to be all
tougher.
that much harder.
I got it.
So what our goal here is to stop.
Yeah, to basically stop the Alliance Forge so they don't get the reinforcements. Chet then spots the Bright Queen walk away and goes and has a little talk with her.
Be high hunter and lupine Paragon. Paragon, They're gone.
Gone, baby.
Perhaps one day the words will find your mouth.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Somewhere Percy
Turns
chuckles.
and leans in and whispers to the Bright Queen.
Your magics from your realm are extremely rare and baffling. If there's anything that you might consider granting us or leaving with us as we consider our part of this approach, I would be most grateful. Your staff, for instance, would be an incredible boon. But I realize you might need that, so, I'm just throwing the ask out there.
What you ask is not impossible. The tasks that you walk towards are dangerous beyond word or comparison. It would be an honor to bestow upon you this singular artifact of the Kreen dynasty. As she takes it and kneels before you and places it.
Wait. No.
Thank you, my lady.
She pulls it back. Of course not.
Oh, yes.
Her guard chuckle under their helmets.
Yes.
She goes,
Well done.
I respect the brazen request. That was quite bold of you.
No, she's like
Youngin.
Youngin. What?
Oh.
She's like one of the few entities on Exandria who can call Chetney young.
Condemnation, but no, there is the kind of.
She does ask Chetney to bring, try to get. Oh wait, that comes next.
An amusement and a nod to it.
Are you gonna fuck the Bright Queen?
Says it happened already.
She does.
Yes.
The bequilf.
Respect. I just wanted to float it, and thank you again for speaking on our behalf. I realize what a rarity it is for you to be sharing the room with some of these individuals, and so again, I thank you.
She kind of puts a hand up to one of her guard and leans into you, sets her staff off to the other, and kind of kneels to your eye level.
Single.
She goes, you.
She does ask a favor of him. She asked him to try to bring him more information on Ashton, who she knows has essence of dunamancy, and potentially put like some of the extracted what was it called in his recreating a mode of possibility. Ask him to bring, if not bring her, or persuade Ashton to come to her alone. And though Ashton does eventually, Ashton does come, I was a little sleepy at this point. Good night, sleep. So I forget whether or not he actually does convince her, but he does actually go see her.
Of course. Go talk to her.
Okay, I have 5 minutes before the migraine comes back, and it's so rare that I have absolutely no pain in my system. So 1 second, and well, I'm gonna go in for a very quick kiss. Are you still on fire?
Yeah.
If you're down, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Roll, just because this is the only time I can actually be like chill because I'm not in full pain when I'm in this set. Yeah, I do not have my normal pain when I'm.
Yeah.
How much fire damage do I take?
Oh.
As if it mattered.
You die from my kiss. let's see. Like a D8.
Yeah.
1 point of damage.
My ring absorbs 7, so I'm good.
Perfect.
Thank you. Needs of luck. See you later. And I'm gonna.
If you think you're leading him on.
Oh, come on.
No. We'll deal with him later.
All right. Do I go towards her or do I go towards another? I'm going to go towards, I'm going to.
All right. So as you trek into this revolving door that is the Platinum Sanctuary for you guys over the past 30 minutes.
I've got like only a few more minutes of this before I shrink, so I'm trying to take advantage of like not having my head hurt.
You know, the crowd's still kind of sitting in the space and there's conversations around. She hasn't moved from the moment that you were there.
If he's going in, I'll go up to the door and just watch him go in from the doorway.
So you can like coast into it. You catch her eye. What's it say? The two guards kind of like turn towards you.
You're adorable.
Looks down.
I just look at the two guards and like, you're so cute. Excuse me, I just have to have a brief chit chat.
They aren't standing in your way.
Oh,
there's a gap there. They both just kind of stood to attention towards you, and she has already turned to look at you.
I feel like I owe you an apology. I was
Certainly.
not aware of how much I feel like I threw you. Didn't mean it. Trying to be less of an asshole to people.
Well, good luck with that.
So far, middling. I know this is strange. And I understand. I don't understand why it bothers you. But I'm willing to listen. And I'm trying to know myself better. And I would be happy to tell you whatever it's like to have this. Tell you anything about it.
Good. Then ensure you return to us safely. There is much you can learn. Much for you to see.
Any advice?
Concentrate. Look inward when you need to focus, and you'll find the smallest bead of light within. Hold on to it, and let it bloom.
I have one last question, if you don't mind.
I'm not done.
Oh. Sorry, I have a hard time concentrating.
I've noticed. I do not know what you hold inside either, but there are signatures of power that are familiar and intriguing. In this case, I cannot assure you that what you can muster can be controlled. But with care and practice and time, perhaps you too could break the very fundamental powers of this universe. If they don't break you first. So find that light, hold on to it, and imagine.
That I can do. I don't know much about you or where you come from. But I know some things, and I want to know. You have a relationship to the Dark Heart, the god of art and beauty.
Not at all.
I would like to know what not at all means. I'm trying to form some opinions about a world that I don't really. It's a little bigger. Yeah. And you seem clever and mean, and I like that.
I am slightly curious and mildly concerned that one of the heroes we're sending to be the savior of our entire existence is just beginning a path of self-discovery. But I suppose everyone has their time and place.
Gosh, you sound old.
You have no idea.
Yeah, she's like a...
No, I do not partake in these playful faiths. I believe in something older, grander. Make no promise.
Oh. They leave after that to go stuff, and they head over to the fanboy's house. The sea popper.
It's not a whole lot, but at the very least, maybe it'll, set you on the rest of your day.
Is that a Whitestone accent?
What does it even mean?
Yes!
He is a mess.
Everything after this is basically one big comedy thing. I chose the highlights, but this last bit is...
Wait, I love
100 years!
Insight check him.
Go for it.
Good call.
What are you trying to find out?
I am trying to find out
Why
if
he's obsessed with me and not you?
No.
Jelly?
No.
He's got a little
I am
fox in the
trying to
basement
find
waiting for
out if he's...
A dragon.
If he's full of shit and he's gonna trap us?
if he's full of shit. If he's...
Okay.
If he's...
What'd you roll?
I rolled very high. So I rolled... 29.
That's very
Could you
high.
just let me have this? Let me have this!
Guys, we're going to be in
Let 'em
Anime
lie me.
NYC. Was that one of the announcements?
Uh-huh.
Anime NYC. Anima and Mamaha. Hope to see you all there. Please come meet us.
Have you guys been before?
No.
Boy, that was
It's
all
a great
big.
show.
It went a long time
It's a
ago.
great show. Yeah.
Meanwhile,
We gotta go.
Well, so, anyway, I'm working here for, going on a few decades, 4 or 5 decades. It's been...
How old are you, Wayland?
Me, I'm just over 95. You stop really keeping quite count here.
That's what I tell him.
Yeah.
Where are you from originally?
Well, I've been here most of my life. I just work my way up through the structure. Temples have a hierarchy you have to kind of earn your way through, and I've worked really hard to gain the trust and respect of the High Bearer and all the other scale bearers to become one.
Are you a big fan of the Platinum Dragon? Or not a big fan, a
The
follower?
Platinum Dragon is the way in the line. That this is the grandiose, unfathomable justice of which shines upon us all. I am.
Jesus.
You've seen me. Oh man, this is it's a little embarrassing. I'm actually a very influential and important figure here in the sanctuary.
everyone's got
I
a
mean,
hobby.
come on.
Come on!
Yeah.
I mean, it's a C-pop.
I have a couple. I'm not the collector that I think you're sounding like, but I have a few. I
Really?
appreciate, yeah.
Would you sell them?
I'd have to talk to my mom back home.
Okay,
They're
well,
not
just-
mint. They're well loved.
Okay, then there's negotiable transitions there. But that's
show
fine.
my little
Rating
wolf on my
system is
belt.
very strict.
He made this for me.
I can tell immediately. Whoa!
Isn't it amazing? You want to touch it?
Oh, look at the chisel marks in this one. This one,
Yeah.
it's striated against the
yeah.
grain of the wood.
Look,
Look at how he
here's a
does
horse.
that.
It's really something.
He made me this horse.
I mean, you do that. Oh, anyway, you see him, he's like struggling between 3 different selves and is like both embarrassed but excited, but also trying to be important. Like, he's about to melt down.
My eyes are just kind of watering up the whole time.
Are we all pulling out our...
Oh,
This one
Look,
tells
if
you to leave so
if
that I don't
wind
have to.
It gallops.
Like maybe the horse
The legs
and all
touch
these
a little bit on
people.
some of the...
This is like a senator who's like a low-key mega Trekkie.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I-
Come in all shapes
Yeah.
and sizes.
I assume all these are deeply beloved keepsakes, but if any of you would be interested.
He made me this doll. Her name's Sashimi. She has knives for hands.
I have not seen a macabre twist of yours. Is this like a new period of your artistic expression?
You put words to it. Yes, that's absolutely what it is.
Sometimes I make her come alive and she can stab you.
That'd make his
This is Chet.
7th artistic era. You're in a new...
What?
Oh, my goodness. He collects himself.
I am losing.
He made me a beautiful
We
toy
should
boat.
power down and get.
I gave it.
Where is it?
I gave it to a street urchin.
Which urchin? As we shift a little later in the afternoon, you've been led through the surrounding neighborhood here in the Stone Talon's Reach to, a modest abode for a scale bearer, but a nice home that is built towards the base of the Heaven Stair. It has a beautiful little garden that is kept with a number of fine silvered and stone statues that represent both the symbol or incorporate the symbol of the Platinum Dragon, are themselves drake-like or reminiscent of the dragon's claw.
Yeah, there's they're at the house, of course, and
come across the sea, and amongst their collection.
They ended up. It's not like the first bit is like looks like the inside of a cabinet, like wall doors inside, like things holding different eyeballs and stuff. Like
Collection, nothing really of interest, except for one. And you see his eyes kind of go wide and have a 1,000-yard stare as he darts past and around to this massive iron safe, and just goes, pulls another key, and like turns them both at the same time.
This is the room you're gonna.
It opens.
I whisper. I put in your head.
I'm okay with that.
And he pulls out this tiny wooden egg. What's special about this egg?
Oh boy,
Chetney.
That's from my Oblivion edition. If you twist it a certain way, it reveals that which is most precious.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Show them.
And he presses the sides of it and the tops, and then kind of twists them in a way where you watch this like solid egg, the wood kind of lattices outward.
Whoa.
And kind of turns, and as it does, you can see there's a small platform hidden inside, and on it is this tiny little pearl, this shined pearl.
Shit. That's pretty cool, man.
So it's a safe within a safe.
That's really amazing.
They're very rare.
Yeah.
How much would something like that for?
Mm-hmm.
Go.
By our account, there's only 4 of these that exist in Exandria, 3 that remain undamaged. I'm sorry. This one is pristine.
Is that how many you made? Did you make any more?
There is another.
Really?
A 5th. I carry it.
He puts his back in the safe. And he immediately starts writing down. A fifth.
That's also a safe within a safe.
It is.
The third inspiration.
Hello.
Oh my
Tallow collection. We've had. It's all been interpreted from our side, and we have kind of our little code language about which each era represents. But like, if I could just pick your brain.
Of course.
Literally?
No, I mean just an evening. I'm sure he has questions.
Oh!
I mean, after all, a master craftsman is nothing without an apprentice every once in a while.
He faints. Oh no! That's so.
He knocked a couple things off the shelf, and I reached down and picked one up. You have one of. Oh, this is from my sensual collection. I hope this isn't used. It's just curved.
It's like. I thought that was an incense holder.
Sure.
I had no idea that. I had
There are no rules.
This sort of thing was like actually a.
Oh God!
We cool.
Wait, do you remember the name of the merchant that you met?
Like a pop conference?
Like a
Popcorn. She writes that down.
800 gold. Not in my wildest dreams.
He found out how much he paid. Some people are paying for his stuff now.
Gold. Finally getting the recognition.
Yeah, throughout this, Travis is always like, actually teary-eyed, like.
Oh, you don't even know what I paid for that table.
Yes, I do. I must know.
Well, I mean, the mahogany that keeps all as you know, there are 5 different trees inlaid throughout its start. It is a masterpiece of craftsmanship. That I mean, I wasn't the only bidder, but I did win out at a solid 800 gold.
He wasn't the only bidder.
With all these pieces, they're amazing, but are there any fakes?
Oh,
Yeah, let me look.
You'd know, right, Chet?
Make a perception check.
They're all my children.
Good call.
With advantage, because this is my fucking way.
Yes, I would actually. No, if there was, no,
Yeah.
no, you're
8.
8.
You got tears in your eyes.
This is 400 years.
Yep, no, and it's true. You have the most discerning eye for your craftsmanship on any other day, but in this moment, the emotion clouds you, and in a glance, all of this has to be. All of it has to be the genuine deal.
It's like looking in a mirror. I see myself at 22, 222, 300 or more. This is beautiful.
Oh, you just shaved off.
Yeah, we're straight up. Like I said, this could all of them won't come.
It found its way to you and that you care for it so deeply. That's all an artist ever really wants.
Just happy to see that you're still making work. You were wasted under Ulfgar.
I was. You're right. But I took care of that. Drixlich is still another thing.
Dick slicks.
Drixlich!
Trixlich, that was your way back in the day.
Trickster.
Was something I can't really find.
Important, but it's not why I did it. And I'll do it until I no longer draw breath. I'm working on new pieces right now. You could call them my legendary pisteries. I'm sorry?
What?
Spell that for me, please.
How do you spell that?
Legendary pisteries.
Oh.
Okay. I don't.
It's elemental.
I don't know if this is the right time to bring it up, but like, me and some of the other Sea Poppers have been organizing one of these regional events. If you're available, maybe around 6-7 weeks from now, would you be a guest at PopCon?
Someone's gonna have one of your pieces glued to their hand. Want something out of the
before the end of the world.
No, weeks from now. Weeks from now.
After the
That is
to be fair, we
outlook.
did schedule it before all of this happened.
Okay.
Like,
And you don't get the
kind of right
deposits
before.
back.
It was very
Yeah.
disconcerting.
Yeah.
Like,
But
you're gonna
Chetney,
keep to it.
if we do save the world, we also save this place.
And we save popcorn.
Get under the
I've
popcorn.
never known motivation like this. Wayland Popcorn will survive, as will we!
You're gonna roll a D100 in the next
Not
20
only
minutes.
will I be there, so will they!
I believe.
Why do we need to be there?
Just fucking guests of honor, you know.
Oh, no one will come to our signing tables. Only come
I'll
to
teach
yours.
you how to make stuff. You can figure it out. You've got
Okay.
scissors.
I will make your beds. I know a chef. We can make the finest of food. The food for a king. And you will be my guests of honor for the night. And for all the struggles you have ahead of you, I could not see the fate of Exandria in better hands than those behind this great artist.
I'm sure you have more of an imagination.
He will.
Oh, no.
He will carve our future.
Yes. I think he will.
You know, you mentioned.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think that's ever happened in the history
of
the show.
Losing it.
You mentioned wanting to get a painting, and we happen to have a very talented, bit messy and chaotic painter.
I could paint you two together, but I would love a signed pop.
Too weird.
Oh no! I need to leave. Because you showed appreciation in my art 100%.
And please,
No.
don't make it out to me. Just sign it.
Okay.
Just sign it.
Sure.
Because I don't know what my...
Did you want me to doodle anything on it?
I might put it on D&D Bay.
And we're gonna end it there for the night. Because that is the button if ever there was one.
It kept circling.
Had to pull out. It was getting too deep.
Oh god. I was getting a nosebleed.
What is reality?
You could try to kill Santa and have all this.
No, keep talking to him.
There's just no
We'll come back to that next time.
Oh wait, if we stay the night here, what if I die in my sleep?
I'm sure he already bought a coffin.
If it was ever human, you'd be on the list.
We can Bernie's you all the way to the fucking to the.
Honestly, when I heard a lot, we'll talk about what's about. What if this is the night?
You become the centerpiece of the.
Yeah, that's right. They keep the book there.
We can Bernie's you all the way to the fucking to the
Better
moon.
be careful, he has the platinum dragon on his side.
There were.
You roll
like
next time.
That was the wrong dice, so it didn't count. We got one more chance.
Okay.
No, yeah, good.
Well, thank you all so much for joining us. We love you very much. And is it Thursday yet?
Thank you for this for this episode. Critical Role, or an episode I like to call Acknowledgement of Legends. And from the getting the approval to bring back the previous two campaign parties to the bestowing of the titles of the current game, to learning of this that Jenny truly is a carpentry legend. enjoy. There. I'll end this episode quickly with. If I knew this was going to happen, I would have preferred something more themed. But for my homebrew, Oath of the DawnShield, a paladin of the sibling class to the Duskblade, the Ranger Duskblade. Paladins are considered the most dependable of the protectors. For DawnShields, this is their law and highest calling. This one, I actually remember to put a couple tenets of this there. Preservation. It is more important to save a friend than slay a foe. I really hope I haven't used this already. And Arisen. To those in the darkness of despair, bring new light and a new life. Then we get to the procedures of the oath spells. At third problem level, you get your level 3 spells. Your first levels. At paladin level 3, you get your first level mage armor and shield. Very defensive. There's like only 2 or 3 offensive spells in yourself. For your second level at paladin level 5, gentle repose and healing spirit. Glyph of warding and thunderstep are your third level spells at level 9. Level 13 will get you 4th level freedom of movement and Morgheim's faithful hound. And finally, at level 17, you get your 5th level spells, Dawn, of course, and Greater Restoration. Then you got your primary 3rd level feature, Channel Divinity Shining Out. As a bonus action, you could take your levels of Paladin, divide by 4, round it up, and add 1, which is another way of saying you get proficiency, but you're only counting levels in Paladin. And then you multiply that by 10 feet to get any Paladin spells you cast whose range is less than the result are now increased to be the result. This is like the minimum max distance of your spells. So even starting out, you have like level 20. You got 20 feet range. Once you I should probably mention this lasts for a minute. I'll have to go back and re-edit that. But once you do that, you can't do it again until you finish the long rest. Speaking of going back and editing, if you'll go back, you'll find a re-edited Duskblade on the previous episode's link. There's a specific reason for that, which I'll get into later. Then you get at 7th level, you get you get Aura of Rising. While you are not unconscious, any creature you consider allied with a 10 feet you regains another hit point equal to your charisma modifier at the end of the turn. That might be edited later. I'm not sure. And at level 18, the range of the aura increases to 30 feet. And then at level 15, you get your Arcane Sword and Shield. This is the shared ability between Duskblades and DawnShields. And this is also a reason why main reason why I'm going to re-edit it, as originally this was the Dust Blade's level 11 ability, but I swapped that and it's level 15 because they both share both archetypes get paladins and rangers get an archetype and an arch in a subclass ability at level 15. For those who don't remember what this is, as a reaction, you can increase your spell DC up to your charisma fire for 1 minute, though you take a penalty to your saving throws to the bonus equal to the bonus of the spell DC. Also works in reverse. You can increase your saving throws by up to your charisma mod for 1 minute, but take a penalty to your spell DC. Once you use this feature, you can't finish it until you finish a short or long rest. It can work on a short rest because, of course, there is a consequence to using this. And finally, you're at level 20. Chris Warner. What is it? Never mind. Level 20. Champion of a New Dawn. When you are reduced to 0 point but not killed, 0 HP, but are not outright killed, you may use your reaction to empower one ally. That ally has resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage, as well as immunity to the damage type that brought you to 0 HP. Now, should the damage that bring you be one of the ones you resist to this feature, bludgeoning, piercing, then that damage is immune, and you instead get an additional resistance to any type of your choosing. They gain the resistance. This effect ends when you regain HP. Back up. You die, or your chosen ally is reduced to 0 HP. For that, I thank you for joining me. This is Free and Airy Adventure, and I wish thee good fortune in the quest of life.